For my upcoming Blindfolded 120 star speedrun, I am currently revisiting every single stage and optimizing all the stars within them. The stage that we will look at today is Tall Tall Mountain. While we already get 5 stars in the stage in 70 star speedruns, there are 2 new additions, the 100 coin and the Monkey Star. The Monkey Star is rather short and not too difficult, just barely too slow to include in 70 star speedruns. The 100 coin star on the other hand is kind of a beast. The biggest problem is the slide part. Blindfolded slides are, well, I don't think I need to say too much about them. They are just as awful as they sound. Combine high speed with jank slope physics and precise counting while surviving and also needing to collect coins, and you get an absolutely horrible experience. Even so, I managed to route some consistent ways for the star, so let us check out the newest Stage RTA world record of Tall Tall Mountain together. And as always, do not forget to subscribe if you want to see more breakdowns of the upcoming Blindfolded 120 star speedruns. Enjoy! So, we are seeing the TTM Stage RTA world record. The previous world record is 12 minutes 48 seconds, which was already set in 2025. The previous record in 2022 with the old blindfolded route was around 13 minutes, I believe. But the very, very special thing that we see here is that we start the Stage RTA inside the slide actually. And we can see, first of all, very important to note, the miracle setup. The entire first part of the slide, all the way up to this point where we pause buffer, is a full up notch. We just set up some punches. That strat was found by Katoon back in like 2018, 2019 or something. And Katoon just found this strat, and it is the absolute best thing that ever has happened to this game. But yeah, we need to go down the slide. As you can see, we are missing lots of coins, but the main problem with the slide is to just survive it. That's also the reason why we start with the slide, actually, the Stage RTA, because in a normal speedrun in 120 star, we would do kind of the same thing. We would just go into the stage and rush to the slide to just get it out of the way as fast as possible. And even if we miss lots of coins here, especially this last 5 row, it is totally possible to miss that 5 row, but we have enough coins to back it up, usually. There is kind of a bit of RNG. We need to get at least, I think, 40 coins from the slide. So right here we are at 45, which is like the bare, kind of like a good amount, 5 coins plus, but yeah, TTM is pretty short on coins, unfortunately. And after we're done with the slide, we come like right away to another hard trick, which is the Chuckia manipulation. This movement that I do here with the pause buffer, the timed backflip, the timed long jump here into the wind, this is all a manipulation for the Chuckia's position, because we'll get the Chuckia here stuck on the edge, and then walk, as soon as we walk to a specific position down here, the Chuckia will free himself and come right above us, so we can just up notch and punch. This is like a super clever setup. I've already used this setup back in 2022 when I did my first blindfolded 120 star run, but it was just way too good to like leave, because yeah, getting those 5 or 4 coins from the Chuckia is very, very good and important. Then here we use the lock cam a lot to get like better angles. Previously we have killed that shy guy up there, but we now skip it because it takes lots of time to get potentially 1 or 2 coins, and it's also risky if you get like burned. So now we just avoid it and rather like focus on speed. Here I got perfect RNG with these coins, but usually it's like very, very doable to get all the coins here, because you anyways need to do a ring for this like coin ring. And the chance that the coins from the box actually like fall down all the way to the south is like very, very rare, I would say. Then we do some wall kicks here. I accidentally walked down. These wall kicks are super weird to time, in my opinion. Also, if you get a first here, you ledge grab on the second wall kick instead of the third, so tiny bit of a time loss here, but whatever. We then normalize on this corner, Mario Cam, and do basically the new red coin strat that we also do in 70 star. So long jump underneath this red, set up the camera, and then just full on send it. Jump over these mushrooms in full speed, coin after coin, punch cancel, and we are through. It's very risky because you have to do this with 75 coins and, you know, a single millisecond of a mistimed input and you are dead. So it's quite scary. But it's like luckily enough pretty early into the run. It's just 3 minutes in. Then also new approach to get these coins here on the ceiling. So we actually grab the seeding now from the right side instead of the left side. Simply because it like works out better with the normalization. I timed it all and this is much faster. And then after that we continue our way to the red coins, collect all the reds because we're gonna finish the 100 coin star together with the reds. So that's actually like why the cutscene does not spawn here is because of the practice ROM that I use. The practice ROM does not allow to do another cutscene spawn there. Then we could jump here to kill some more Goombas. These Goombas here are not required by any means, especially if you get the 5 row, but in average, at least getting 1 or 2 coins here is pretty good. So, you know, even like in a normal world record attempt for Stage RTA, I would just skip those Goombas and hope that I have enough coins, but I do these Stage RTAs to practice for 120 stars, so I kind of wanted to go for all the strats that I would usually go for in the run. Then very crazy new strat here, kicking to the right and diving, landing here to normalize while ledge grabbing on a ledge that you can see now below Mario. This was a very, very recent discovery because these 5 coins here were always super tricky to get. But now with this ledge grab here, kind of no matter where we ledge grab, we can do a couple of punches, see right, and then Mario Cam, and we have a perfectly straight line for these 5 coins, which is a very, very cool addition. And then, very interesting part here, we get these coins, but not the highest one. As you can see, I have 95 coins. I have 95 coins here, and I could spawn the star, but if we spawn the star with the highest coin, the star spawn will be too high, and we cannot reach it anymore. So instead, we need to, for the red coin star, anyways normalize in this corner here, and there are some Goombas. So just to save some more time, I rather spawn the star here, and then like directly go to the red coin star instead of like trying to back up this super high star spawn, because then you need to push the switch, you need to spawn a box. And if everything still fails, if we are short on coins, there is still a 5 row of coins in front of the slide, which we can just easily go to by going down this mountain here. So that's the safety measure. And then we have a super normalized setup for the red coin, just straight down hold from that corner. And that's 2 stars in 6 minutes. The current 100 coin world record is like 5 minutes and something. It does not require the Goomba kill. The Goomba, like, we spawned the star already in the 5 row before. So that's the world record is a bit shorter there. But the overall time was still faster because we were so close to the normalization after all. Then we're gonna go for the next star. We need to now do the climb 3 times, and you will see me die here twice because I am stupid. Long story short. I just long jumped too early twice, and my angle doesn't set properly straight yet. So the monkey star is usually the next, but I forget to, you only can do the monkey star while selecting act number 3 in the menu. Otherwise, the monkey will not be there, of course, because the top star is there still. So here I forget to select the monkey, so the splits will be a bit messed up. But we will do basically the same climb here that you see, the new 70 star super fast climb, 3 times. We need to get to the top here 3 times total. Jump over the Goombas, punch here against this wall to normalize, jump around the corner, double jump kick up here, and then use this kick setup to get all the way to the top. Super, I really love this movement. This is like one of my favorite movements of the game for getting to the top of TTM. But it's also incredibly hard, which you will, I think, even see because I will mess it up once at least. So one more time, while we get up here with the exact same strat for the top star, I want to clarify that even though there was time loss, like we died twice, and the 100 coins, I mean the 100 coins that was pretty good, but we did die twice, which is like, you know, the world record can 100% be improved if I would sit down and like do it for a couple of more attempts. Also, here's one mess up. I bonked there with the long jump, and that already changed my camera. Because of the changed camera, the moles start to bully me. And I need to do like a backup camera here. And then my normalization kind of still works, but it's a bit more scary. And since I had a good 100 coin run, I didn't want to waste it. So instead of doing the double jump kick here, I slow walk towards the 1-up and ledge grab. do like a bit of a safer approach. But yeah, what I was saying is that even though the world record is super improvable, my idea right now is that I will leave this stage behind for now, because there is so many other things that I need to learn for 120 stars still. And at the end of the 120 star grind, when I'm done with all the stages, like first iteration, then I anyways need to come back and practice it again, right? For like the actual run. So that's the time when we're probably gonna grind for like a really, really good time in all the stages. So for now, we improved the world record by like 2 or 3 minutes compared to 2022, which is already like a huge improvement, you know? But we can still go lower for sure. Just I want to right now, I'm still in the learning process and optimizing process especially. So we just want to not overdo a single stage when we anyways need to in like half a year do it again. So here you can see the very fast approach again, the last of the climbs, and now we're gonna do the new monkey strat. The new monkey strat is super cool. So we're gonna do 2 kicks up left here onto the mountain and then clip onto the floor. And then this clip perfectly aligns the position with the monkey, so we can do a single punch grab of him, which is like even faster than the dive. And then just normalize here where the monkey will spawn and slowly slow walk towards the edge here. I'm doing it very slowly. Usually you should reach the ledge before the monkey talks to you, which will fail here, but I'm still in a good position. It doesn't really matter. So what we want to do is just backflip in a specific spot and then ground pound at a specific timing, and if everything goes right, you land right in the star. 1 minute 12. The world record for the monkey star before I came and optimized it now in 2025 was around 2.5 minutes. So we saved like more than 50% of this star, which is like crazy. This star is now fast enough to do in 70. Like 1 minute 10 is not that fast, but it is fast enough for 70 stars. So that's a huge improvement. Then the breeze star, of course, the easiest star in the entire stage. You just jump around here, clip, and then jump into the star. I failed the star grab, but we have backups with that corner. You can basically normalize in that corner, and then the camera turns automatically, and then you can jump down right. And then the last star, my personal, absolutely most hated star in the stage, the box. We also had to switch to lock cam during the breeze star to go to lock cam, and now we can just uphold here for a perfectly straight angle towards the star, and then get the box. You cannot see it, but I'm jumping with the box. And there we go. That's the 13-second star. This star is so hard. But yeah, 11 minutes 39 stage RTA of TTM. That's, as I said, an improvement of like 2 or 3 minutes compared to the previous 2022 world record. A sub 11 can definitely happen if I clean up the deaths and some of the mistakes. The waterfall climb was also pretty slow with the backed up camera that I needed to do. So sub 11 definitely will happen. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how the strategies have evolved. So huge thank you all for watching. I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons as well: Boris, Bob Farrell, Benlitz, ZXMany, KingReubs, Sara, and all the other ones as well. Thank you so much for joining me on this 120 star journey. It's a long time. Like, the routing takes a long time. Also on the streams, we are already like half a year on this, and we are only like a third or something done. But I think it's very interesting to see how we optimize every single star in every single stage. There's so much room for optimization and improvement, so I'm happy to share these tiny bits of new information with you. And if you don't want to miss any other updates or stage RTAs, feel free to subscribe, feel free to leave a comment with feedback. I always experiment with some new formats for these kind of videos, so thank you very much, and see you around soon. Bye bye.